Hey everyone, it's Krista from Hilltop in the Valley blog and YouTube channel. And today I just wanted to take you along with me, and I am going to do some preserving. So the first thing I did was I got ready to make strawberry jam. A few days earlier we had gone out, meaning the kids and I, had gone out to a strawberry field nearby and gone strawberry picking. Was our little girl's first time ever going strawberry picking. Brought back a bunch of strawberries, and I just let them sit for a while, and I was finally like, okay, I need to do something with them. So today is the day that we are making jam. So to start off with the jam, I blended the strawberries in our blender just so that we would not have the lumps. You don't have to do this, but I do like more of a smooth jam, and people in my family like it better that way. I went ahead and poured them into the pot on the stove. I added in some calcium water. I added in the sugar and honey. I did a little bit of both for these ones. I was kind of experimenting with sweeteners. And then I added in the pectin. So this is the pectin that I use. It's Pomona's pectin, Pomona's universal pectin. And it is all natural, meaning they don't put any additives into it. I got this from Azure Standard, which is an amazing online grocery store. If you have not used it yet, then check it out in the link below. They deliver once a month to a drop-off point. There is no shipping involved. They have a refrigerated truck, and they also have plants that they bring. I've bought plants for them. I've bought refrigerated food, frozen food. A lot of pectins have specific additives in them that I'm just not comfortable putting into my canning. The reason that I want to can is to know that I made it, and I made sure that there weren't a bunch of weird ingredients in it. And the thing with Pomona's is that they don't put those additives into them. It's all natural. And at the same time, you don't have to add a lot of sugar. The role of sugar in canning is not just to sweeten something, it is also to thicken it. It's also to help with preservation. And so the reason that I would use Pomona's in this case is because I don't then have to add as much sugar. I can lower the sugar content because Pomona's pectin is going to take over that thickening process. So the jam is brought to a boil, and then it's stirred for a couple minutes. You're able to take it off of the stovetop, turn the heat off, of course. And that's one thing I liked about using the pectin, is that you don't have to stir it for a really long time to try and thicken the jam. I did that last year with the jam that I made last year. It was just sugar sweetened. There was no pectin in it. I should say sugar thickened. And it really takes a long time to try and stir it all together. So that was really good for saving time. Definitely if you are worried about canning because of the time aspect, Pomona's pectin is a great way to cut off some of those minutes. Had a little problem because I had gotten out these little, some of the little tiny jam jars. I can't remember what size right off. They're like the 8-ounce jars. But I got them out and I was all ready to pour in my jam when I realized I didn't have the right size lids for them. So then I had to wash some pint-sized jars and get those jars ready. And then after that, I got lunch ready for the kids. All that was done. And later in the day, I started taking out the lemon balm from the dehydrator. had put it in the dehydrator, meaning to dry it, and I'd never turned the dehydrator on. Pretty bad, right? But luckily it still dried in there and we are still able to use it. It just was done naturally. So I crushed up the lemon balm for tea, which we will save for this year, and put it into jars, and that was just a super simple thing, a super simple way to save some of the lemon balm from our garden. The last thing that I did for the day was to cut up the rest of the strawberries into really thin slices and then line them up on one of the dehydrator mats. Before I lined them up, I went ahead and patted them dry with a paper towel because you want to get as much moisture out as possible before you put them into a dehydrator. It just really helps on cutting down on the time. I have learned that I can still be present for the kids, and I can go back and forth. I can leave what I am doing in the kitchen and I can come and help the kids. I can still have time playing with them in the day. I can have the time to make them lunch. I can even include them in the preservation process. This is where I'm at, and it's just like I might as well get done what I can while I'm here, because it is a blessing to be at home. I really feel like it more than ever that it is a blessing to be here, and I do want my time here to be well spent. It is a learning curve. It is very nerve-wracking at first to get used to the process. I am so thankful that my husband would take the time on those days to take the kids out to a relative's house to visit, to grandma and grandpa's, to friends, just so they wouldn't be around, so that I could have all my focus be on this one thing to make it as as non-stressful as possible, because it is hard as a homemaker. It's hard to learn new things while you're still trying to care for everything and everybody else. You don't realize this yet, but this is a very unique way to grow up, to have trees that you can pick cherries off of, to have a garden that you can pick things out of and then make dinner with it, or have a parent show you, oh, this is how we make these beans able to be eaten for the rest of the year. There's so many different ways to save things for the year, and I love that in the summertime it is a time just to enjoy life, and I also love that it's a time to work hard so that the rest of the year we can have a little bit of summer to look back on and take with us. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, www.hilltopinthevalley.com, and check me out on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you next time.